CakeFaceFam, get ready with me as I get ready to celebrate my birthday with my family. I'm very excited and I'm running late, so I gotta go. But this is the look. I feel very much like me in it. I'm glad I went bold and glitter. Love, 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 love it. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with the Viseart eye base. I feel like I'm all thumbs today. I've got like maybe a little too much caffeine in me at the moment. So I'm still deciding what kind of look I want to do. I feel torn between bold, colorful, bright, and simple because I've got this dress on that has a lot going on, at least for me. I don't usually wear like heavily patterned clothes, so I'm feeling like, whoa, I've got a lot. Plus I'm wearing bracelets, which really isn't usually what I do, so I'm like, ooh, I've got a lot of jewelry on. Aren't these earrings gorgeous? They are moonstones from my best friend, and they're so cute. I'm going to, yeah.
I didn't see it. Oh, that's cute. I found the champagne. It was like right in front. I looked. And I didn't see it. So sound like you sing, babe.
Shut up! You're so mean today.
I'm kidding. Happy early birthday.
God. I may get old, but I doubt my voice ever will.
When you're like 40, people are something like, can I speak to the owner? Is it she? I don't think so. What did that lady say?
I need to come up with a phone voice. Like a voice that just naturally is different when I'm on the phone.
Hello, this is Ryan.
Hello. This is Jessica. I try to sound serious and authoritative when I'm on the phone. The thing about my bangs is that I always have little longer pieces that didn't quite get trimmed with everything else. I feel like I want to use this really pretty color. I do have some green in my outfit. There's some really pretty greens in the Boheme Dream. So I think I'll go for greens and, of course, purple because it's my birthday. Have I ever done a birthday look without purple? I don't think that's ever happened or will happen. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this cute little brush from Coyudo. This is the large size of this particular shape. I don't know, maybe a halo eye? That feels birthday and festive, right? Okay, I'm thinking purple around and green in the center. Starting off with my favorite, this guy right here. Ooh, this is gonna definitely stain these bristles. What do you guys think about the new Sonia G limited edition brush set? I'm torn because there are 3 repeats of brushes that I have, and I love having multiples of brushes. Out of a 5-piece brush set, to have 3 of them be repeats and not be able to buy the other 2 on their own feels painful. But overall, the price isn't as high as her usual brush sets. I really enjoy the wood handles. They are smaller. I do have a lot of smaller Japanese handmade brushes like this, and I always wish that the handles were longer. Like, I know it's great for travel, but I've got travel size brushes that are specifically for my traveling. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to show them in my haul, and I don't think I've shown them on my channel, but I recently got this set, a Chikuhodo Beautylish set, and I had already a travel brush from Chikuhodo that has my name engraved, super pretty, and I rely on that thing like crazy, like every time I do my makeup in the car, which is a lot. And this one has 3 brushes like this with beautiful lacquer. Like, this is just stunning, with mixes. It's got squirrel and other mixes in there. Really beautiful. I've yet to use them because with COVID, where am I going? And I'm not just keeping these in my eSIM brush book because I want to keep them in this really pretty perfect state. But I'll be using these when I travel, you know what I mean? I'm very torn about the Sonia G release because I don't know if I've told you this on YouTube, but I'm actually not really a fan of the lacquered brush handles that Sonia usually has. I like the blue ones a lot better than the red ones. Like, I just love the look of the natural wood a lot more. That's what these are. So they're visually very appealing to me, which is important to me when I'm considering brushes, because at this point I have so many and I'm interested in like bringing in brushes that I love to look at as well as use. I'm also really tempted because the foundation brush is a synthetic mix, so that's really appealing to me. I rely on synthetic mixed brushes a lot, especially for my cream products. I'm always using cream products with my dry skin, so I really enjoy that. We'll see. I do have a Beautylish gift card, so it's not like I'd have to pay very much out of pocket. It's just, that's still money, you know, eventually I will use it for something, so I'm not sure what to do. I have to decide by the 9th because it'll probably sell out. The brush holder is also gorgeous. Very pricey, but gorgeous. And if I were to get that, I probably wouldn't get the brushes, or vice versa. And the thing is about the brush holder, I feel as though it would become clutter in my space. I just don't have enough like counter show space. I have enough like storage for brushes already. It's very long and I just don't know if I have the right space for it, and I'm trying my best not to bring in things that I won't end up using to its fullest potential. So I'm patting this in to the outer corner, place that pigment down, shaping the eye look. Okay, switching over to a blending brush, the Esam S33, this pretty lavender, very much influenced by what I'm wearing. Overlap the purple that I laid down, but kind of bringing it up higher around the eye. Really taking my time with this particular step because I don't want this to get out of hand. The pigmentation for this color is insane. It's so good, despite being sort of pastel-y. Like, it's not so white based that it looks ashy, but it's fairly light, and the pigmentation is really good. Most of the time with like pastels, I like to pat that product into the skin, but this I can just sweep right across and it looks smooth. Putting a little less product in this inner half. Once the product has mostly left my brush, I'm just blending in circles to diffuse it a little bit. I'm going to take this lighter lavender and blend this at the very top by the brow bone. Okay, I want to take a little bit of this beauty. I don't know if I can ever dip into this palette and not pick up some of that color. I'm just bringing that a little bit onto the lid. The small size of the Koyudo, and pick up the deep aubergine. Start to bring some depth on the outer edge. I'm gonna go for the green now. Picking up the JD Glow Chartreuse, which is more like a lime green. Esam V09. And just pat this onto the center. I do plan to use glitter. With this step, I like to look at my eye from different points of view to try and even them out, because my eyes are not perfectly symmetrical with how the lids fold and the structure. Everything is just slightly different. So I want to see it from all sorts of perspectives and try and make little adjustments to make them look as even as possible. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this gold right here from the Boheme Dream and layer that to make it a little bit more chartreuse. You might notice I like to bring this up to my eye socket line as opposed to my actual true crease because my crease is pretty low. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to this deep emerald. Oh, it's so pretty. Pat this into the area right in the inner third. At the seam between those two greens, I'm gonna pick up this middle one right here, which is like a grass green. Just packing that color on, less concerned about blending than I usually would be because we're putting glitter down on top. I want to transition from blue to that really beautiful pink, so I'm gonna pull out this clear water blue and then picking up this deep cobalt, I'm packing that on, overlapping it a little bit, and then a little bit of this pink, the deepest one, just lightly blending the edge out with that. I'm gonna switch over to this guy again. Bringing that along the edge of the blue section. I'm choosing the Alchemy palette from Dear Katie Brown and going into this lime green with a small sponge tip applicator. Patting this onto the center. I love that so much. I'm going to pick up Cryptic right here. It has a mix of cobalt and really small glitters, rose gold, larger pieces, and lots of little green glitter. I'm gonna put this onto the emerald area. Okay, that's so pretty. Okay, and then I see the perfect color for the outer area called Dark Arts right over here. Pink and purple and blue. Okay, this, my friends, is a birthday look. I'm obsessed. Okay, enough glitter. I'm gonna go ahead and do the under eyes. This is my smallest pencil brush and it's from Hakuhodo. This silvery lavender into the inner corner a little bit. Just overlapping because it's this duochrome and it just looks like this pale glowy lavender. And I think blue underneath the eyes. So I'm gonna pull the cobalt right into the lower lash line. And then on the outer lash line, I want the pink. And then where they meet will be a fabulous purple moment with this. Right in the center there. Okay, I love that so much. Because we used a really small brush, it's not too blown out underneath the eyes. And the focus is very much the top lid area. Looking for my trusty aubergine eyeliner. If I had been smart, I would have done this before doing the glitter, so I wouldn't dislodge glitter with the pressure of like pulling the skin upward a little bit, but I was not and did not think ahead. So I did disturb a little bit of the glitter, but I actually want to do mascara and lashes before I do the under eye concealer. I want to see how the glitter acts when I put on my mascara and clean that up, you know, clean up any fallout before putting on concealer. I added my Ardell Magnetic Accent Lashes and am now picking up my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector Sephora 57 Concealer Brush. Put that right in the inner corner here. This is kind of where I have a little bit of darkness. Bring it back down to my skin tone. I'm picking up a little bit of Creme Brulee NARS Concealer. I'm just patting that right on top. Taking 3 drops of the Viseart Dewdrop Foundation, and with my FO number 2 brush, I'm going to apply some coverage generally around the face. I'm going to set around the eyes using the Sonia G Mini Cheek brush and my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Finish powder. I'd like a bigger brush for around the rest of the face, and I am going to set everything, unlike what I usually do, just because I want this to really look nice and mattified. This is my Esam X57. This is such a good brush. Of course, I have to use the Sculpting Palette from Viseart, FO number 4, and I'm going into the lightest bronzer. I'm just warming up the face a bit. And for a bit more sculpting, I'm going into the second deepest, primarily using that underneath the cheekbone, bit underneath the jawline. FO5 and the lighter shade. I'm going to lightly bring this on the sides of my nose, and right underneath as well. Okay, I'm very excited for this step. I'm going to use a really fun highlighter. This one's called Pearls Gone Wild. I'm using the Mini Cheek from Sonia G. It's got this really pretty glittery blue flash. Taking a little bit of the Viseart highlighter, the middle shade. I'm bringing that along the nose and the brow bone. I'm going to take this middle color, and now with my Sonia G buffing brush, I'm just going to work everything together. Brows and lips, and we'll be good to go. I'm just going to do a simple soap brow, and over the soap, I'm just going to take my B15 Esam brush and some powder and softly fill in the gaps. Okay, for the lips, I'm thinking of using the Lisa Eldridge Lip Kit in Blush. So we've got the pencil here. And then the lipstick. It's totally a My Lips but better color on me. And with my T09, a fresh one, I'm just gonna clean up the lip line. And to finish this off, a little bit of gloss. This is the blush gloss. For the sake of longevity, I'm gonna use a bit of setting spray. This is the Makeup Finishing Spray Bridal. Okay, so this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye, friend.